So let's jump right in. So you're coming into the month. There is a lot of sadness. There's a lot of isolation and loneliness. This card has been coming out quite a bit, which makes perfect sense. I mean, there's some isolating or sadness, that's going on, and you could be feeling this emotionally throughout. But if you notice, she does have a glow around her, so she really just needs to turn around and see these cups that are standing, this emotional support and love that is there. But you could be coming into this month feeling some loss, some real sadness, and a little bit of a heavier energy. It's been chaotic. The Five of Wands is all about like that chaotic, kind of frantic energy that's coming through for you, and really it's creating for you this sense of heavy matters that are kind of bearing down on you for this month. So I feel like this month you do have the Ten of Pentacles, which is great for some of you because it's legacy, it's inheritances, it's taxes, it's income, it's money coming in, right? That is here for you like about the second week of April, and there's a path that you need to choose now. It's time to make a choice on what you're manifesting through and what you really want to do. Do you want to stay in this feeling of what you're doing is just too hard and it's too chaotic and you're just feeling a little bit like, I got to lay these rods down. My back hurts. Everything hurts right now. So there's definitely an energy of that. You also have the Four of Pentacles and the Devil in reverse. And it's interesting because both of these are a card of Capricorn. So I don't know if you have some Capricorn in your natal chart, or you might want to check out the video for Capricorn this month. Not really sure, but you can check that out also. It seems that like monetary and money, you're really holding close to the vest, right? So this is not a big shopping spree. This is figuring things out financially as to how you need it to go. And like I say, if everything feels like it's crashing down or coming through financially for you, you'll bear the burden and the brunt of the burden, but you'll come out okay. You'll come out with new possibilities, new potentiality, new things are arising for like monetary for Leo for this month, okay? Even though I see that you're coming in with the Three of Pentacles right here, which is really good, and you're coming out with the Fool. So there is energy coming into the month and leaving the month where you feel like you're ready to just take on the world again, right? After you go through some challenges or picking the desire or the path that you want to go, and it's freeing you up to lay down some of the burdens. Maybe some of the competition and some of the hassle is now seeing its way clear. You're getting through by, doing the work, what you need to yourself, both spiritually and physically. Like it's that and this. It's a little bit of both for you this month because you're feeling really some emotional drain taking place. And when the Devil is in reverse, it's talking about relinquishing the chains that hold you down, right? So there's something you really got to look at this month. Where are you holding yourself back? Are you feeling like you can't, there's something that's holding you down and you're finally releasing it and letting it go? And that's the spiritual part of the work that you have to do. There's good manifestation energy here to bring you to the choices and the changes that are going to be necessary for this month, because you're going to come out of the month feeling much better. Like you were making money, you were doing good, you were creating, you took a team, and now here you are solo doing what you can and what you want to do, something that unleashed for you or let go so that you can like have the wings to fly this time, right? So there's a huge release for you right now. Now, for some of you, this could have been like some problems maybe with drinking or overeating or coming through a time where you're nailing it down, you're figuring it out. You really got on a clear path to take care of what you need, and you hold that close to the vest also. You hold that with pride and integrity for all the work that you've done by managing any type of limitations that have been on you. You feel that. You're feeling that emotionally. For some of you, this could be drinking, right? It could be, alcoholism or drinking, and just stay on the path of the best way you can for yourself to let yourself really feel good about yourself, have pride, the impulsiveness, the ready to journey on, venture on, and really come out of the month feeling really kind of good and exuberant here and happy. And footloose and fancy-free is coming to my mind after some challenges and everything that's been going on. You're feeling like it's a change of direction for you, and you needed maybe all of this to come about for you to make that change. That's so necessary, right? The planet's healing, people are healing, the world is trying to heal right now. So I see you doing that and holding it close to the vest and knowing, all the foundations that you've built and the teamwork and all the efforts that have been put into it. It comes back, but in a new shape and form for you. So really kind of nice. You come in with this, fighting warrior type, we'll get through this, and you find that it's exhausting. But yet you come out on the other end, picking a new path, knowing which way to turn and which way to go. And some of that isolation and loneliness starts to ease for you. 10 of Pentacles is great because that's saying to me, some of you just, everything's going well, but you got to learn where to direct that happiness and that extra money and that abundance. Where are you redirecting that energy? For this month, you got to release and let go of some limitations that are kind of burdening you at this point. So you're going to do that, and you're going to come out shining. Let's take a look at your energy oracle, because I want to see what you're feeling. And you received the broken heart. So there's something going on here where you're healing something huge for yourself this month. And you feel torn, you feel heartbroken, you feel the sadness, right, coming through. So there could be some loss, some separation, some divide. There could be, people that maybe that you've lost, and you're feeling some of that heavy energy. So that kind of makes sense with this reading right here. And for some of you, it could turn into maybe inheritance or things of that nature, or how those feelings are going to feel and play out for some, not all. So mend the heart, heal the heart, right? And I'm going to put that way. I want to feel like I want to put a piece of quartz right there to really bring through that energy of the softness. If there's tears, or if there's crying, or if there's whatever needs to be done to purge some of the healing, instead of carrying such a heavy heart and burden that you feel, right? And something's wanting me to tell you that you're not responsible. You're not responsible to it, but you have to feel what this sadness is so that you can heal. It's also a spiritual completion right here. There's something spiritually induced here that wants to complete. It's a completion. And we are going to have that Libra full moon coming up. So this has got to do a lot with communication and partnerships and, people, separation and divide, right? But it's coming with a completion cycle of spiritual completion. So there's something you're seeing through, to the very end. Let's take a look at your animal oracle. Oh my gosh, beautiful. You have the elephant spirit. This is about learning from the past. Right? Look at how beautiful. You could just tap into that card a little bit. What do you see in this card, Jumps out at me like the third eye right here looks like a piece of turquoise. And, third eye opening, it's about learning from past endeavors. Let me take a read out of the book. Card number 25. Yeah, there's been some chaos. There's been some challenges and changes and big changes together, which creates a 7, the great mystery. But either way, let me take a quick peek in the book for you. I love animal spirit. I love the symbolism and how they illustrate the cards in this particular deck. This is, if in case you want it to see this deck, it's the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. Just beautiful. Okay, the message is, although we often wish we could leave the past behind, the elephant spirit's reminding you that your memory matters. We must respect the wisdom of the elders who hand down the traditions they have shaped to express our connection to each other and to respect the community. What has come before informs what we are experiencing today, and we must never forget our legacy or our strength and dignity. Elephant Spirit appears with the message that we are to acknowledge that which came before us and we learn from it. All of us are a memory based on creatures, and we must revisit the past to understand where we are and where we are going. The stories of events you've experienced, the stories in our own collective memory, and the stories of relationships you have had can be told in many ways. What story will you tell? The elephant spirit is here to encourage you to make it one that stirs in a sense of power and dignity, for you have honored yourself by choosing to learn from your past. Spirit rejoices at your willingness to learn, and to grow. If you're feeling uncomfortable with tradition, custom, or a familiar behavior that no longer fits who you are, do you wish the past could be erased so it could no longer cause you a moment of pain? Elephant Spirit is here to encourage you to take a different story and alter the tradition in ways that are acknowledged, that we all evolve for transformation in our own nature. The Spirit calls you to not be selective in your memory, because ignoring the good or the bad will prevent you from growing in the wisdom and the strength that you need. Build on the best of the past, learn from the worst, and walk into the future with dignity, accompanied by Elephant Spirit, who remembers the truth and honors your strength and wisdom. Beautiful. Beautiful. For whatever it is that you encounter or feel taking in this month, just don't burden yourself with too much of the energy, right? Live and learn. Bring it through so that you can make these really important changes. You're picking your path. He's looking out in the world, and he's got everything laid out in front of him. And it's time for Leo this month to set the course, right? Pick the path. Life force energy is coming through right here. So there's some new golden something that really wants to emerge for you to bring you out of that loneliness, that feeling, and that loss, that sense of separation. You'll come through this, Leo. You'll come through this. You'll have an exuberance, and you'll be getting back to life as you know it, with new traditions, new ways of being, new spiritual kind of wake-up call energy. It's impulsive. It's direct. It's so full of potential. So great ending for you for this card reading.